Feminism just means freedom. It's not, if you think feminism is a bad word, my brothers, you are lost. Feminism means freedom. You should support freedom for all. You should support freedom for all people, for all races, and for all genders. You should support equality. And you should support their fight for equality. You should support your sisters, your daughters, your mothers in their fight for equality. You should respect their wishes, their concerns, their desires, and you should hear their voices over the voices of what religions say, what governments say, what states say, what politicians say, what anyone says. You should certainly hear the women over what the men say, just like you should hear the voice of blacks over what the whites say about blacks or anyone else. We need to listen to people when they tell us what they feel and what they want and how things affect them, because everyone here is our brother and our sister. Women of the world, unite. Women of the world, unite. Stop accepting misogyny. Stop accepting in your partners, in your loved ones, in your children, in your brothers, in your fathers. Call out anywhere that they are not supporting women. Because right now women are under attack. Women are under attack because women in their fight for freedom have pushed too far against the boundaries of male power, and there's a definite lashback right now. Many women didn't expect it to come, I think, or many women, certain portions of the world where they felt free, have been ignoring, perhaps, that there has not been freedom for all, but it is coming into public awareness now, and because now women in the West are also suddenly being oppressed in a way that they didn't expect, or they thought they had already gotten over, So now that this is happening, now that there's a mass awareness, it needs to be utilized. There should be an unbreachable sisterhood on this planet until equality is 1,000 years cemented, and then we can just have a unity of brothers and sisters. But coming out of this patriarchy and millennias of oppression, there needs to be an unshakable unity amongst all women of the world. And this is exactly why there are movements like Black Lives Matter and things like this, although I admit this movement was not wholly organic and it has been co-opted and all those things, okay? But that doesn't matter. It's been co-opted by both sides, it was deliberately destroyed, the organic elements of it in many ways. But the truth of the movement is pretty self-evident. The truth of the movement can't be destroyed, because the truth of the movement is that there is not equality amongst the races even today. And until that is true, until equality is real, then black people should have an unshakable solidarity amongst themselves. Does that mean they need to hate any other people? No, it does not. White people do not need an unshakable unity amongst white people. They don't, because they have been on top the whole time. They are not oppressed. White men are not an oppressed group. Just because white men can experience some suffering on earth does not mean they are an oppressed group. Okay? That should be self-evident too. Being a white man does not make you a victim in any way. Being a human, perhaps, makes you a victim in some ways, if you want. We will all experience that in humanity. It's part of being a human. But being a white man does not mean you are a victim at all. You were born with some kind of privilege as a white man. True, some white men have far less than others, to the point of almost, there are black people born today with more abundance than some white people. Yes, that situation exists today, thank God. It's not good that the white people are poor, but it is good that black people have been raised up, some of them. But on average and on whole, equality does not exist. So until it does, then everyone needs to unite. And everyone that supports freedom needs to support all groups of people to free themselves.